Welcome, dear viewers and coin lovers, to a journey through time and history where metal turns into meaning and a simple coin becomes a powerful story. Today, we welcome you into the world of the 1979 United States $1 coin, a coin that carries not just value, but vision. This coin is more than money, it is a piece of America's spirit, bold, revolutionary, and filled with pride. As we uncover its secrets, design, and legacy, get ready to experience the story of how one small silver-colored coin came to represent equality, strength, and the unstoppable march of progress. In 1979, the United States of America introduced a coin that would redefine the meaning of history, progress, and equality, the 1979 $1 coin. This was not an ordinary piece of metal, it was a symbol of transformation, the beginning of a new era where change was not just political or social, but also engraved in the very currency people carried in their hands. For the first time ever, a real woman, not a mythical figure or a queen, was featured on an American coin, Susan B. Anthony, the face of courage, justice, and equality. Her image was chosen to represent not just a dollar's value, but the strength of an entire movement that had shaped the United States for generations. The creation of the 1979 $1 coin came from a strong national desire to modernize the currency system. The older Eisenhower dollar coins were too large, heavy, and inconvenient for everyday use. People rarely used them, and they stayed in storage instead of circulation. The U.S. Mint decided to take a bold step, create a smaller, lighter coin that still carried the same value. But what made it special was not its size, but its purpose. The new coin would honor one of the greatest American reformers, a woman who fought for equal rights and women's suffrage, Susan B. Anthony. Susan B. Anthony was not just a name in history books, she was a voice that changed the destiny of millions. Born in 1820, she spent her life demanding the right for women to vote, to be heard, and to be treated as equals. When the Mint decided to place her portrait on the new dollar coin, it was more than an artistic decision, it was a statement of national pride. The coin became a metal tribute to the struggles and victories of women who shaped the American story through courage and persistence. The design of the 1979 $1 coin carries deep meaning. On the front, Susan B. Anthony's strong and fearless profile faces right, surrounded by 13 stars representing the original colonies. Her look is serious, focused, and determined, just as she was in life. On the reverse side, the design is borrowed from the Apollo 11 mission emblem, showing an eagle landing on the moon with an olive branch in its claws. It represents peace, exploration, and the achievement of humanity. Together, both sides of the coin merge two powerful messages: the fight for equality and the triumph of human progress. The technical aspects of the coin also marked a shift in U.S. minting tradition. The $1,979 was made of copper nickel clad, weighing just 8.1 grams, much smaller than previous silver dollars. It was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with a D, and San Francisco with an S. The smaller size was meant to make it easier for public use, but it ended up confusing people, as many mistook it for a quarter due to its similar size and color. Despite its purpose, the coin faced public rejection and circulation dropped quickly. Even though the coin failed in everyday RCE, it succeeded in becoming a collector's treasure. Over time, numismatists, coin collectors, began to appreciate the historical importance of this short-lived coin. Some rare varieties, like the 1979 S-Type 2 proof coin and the 1979 P wide rim version, became highly valuable in the coin market. The wide rim variety, with a thicker edge around the date, was minted in smaller numbers and is now prized for its rarity and distinctive design. Today, the value of the 1979 $1 coin depends on its mint mark, condition, and type. Circulated coins usually sell for around $1 to $3, while uncirculated and proof coins can range from $10 to $50 or more. But for true collectors, its worth is not just in money, it's in the story, the symbolism, and the message it carries. It stands as a piece of art and activism combined, frozen in time to remind us how far society has come and how far it still must go. The Susan B. Anthony dollar also marked a turning point for women's representation in American coinage. Before 1979, no actual woman had been honored on a circulating U.S. coin. Anthony's presence broke that barrier and inspired future designs, such as the Sacagawea dollar introduced in 2000 and the American Innovation Dollar series. Her coin proved that the nation was ready to celebrate not only its presidents and soldiers but also its reformers and dreamers. Though it circulated only briefly between 1979 and 1981, with a final issue in 1999, the legacy of this coin lives on. It represents courage, equality, and the unstoppable force of progress. Every line on Susan B. Anthony's portrait tells a story of resistance, a story of standing tall against discrimination and injustice. The coin may be small, but its impact on American culture and history is immense. So, whenever you come across a 1979 $1 coin, hold it with respect. Feel the weight of its message. It is not just metal, it is memory. It is not just currency, it is courage. It is the story of a woman who refused to remain silent and a nation that finally decided to listen. The 1979 $1 coin is more than a piece of history, it is a reminder that every step toward equality leaves its mark, even on something as simple and powerful as a coin. In 1985, the United States half-dollar coin stood as a symbol of resilience, legacy, and the pride of a nation still deeply connected to its roots of freedom and leadership. This half-dollar carried the face of one of America's most beloved and iconic presidents, John F. Kennedy, whose vision, courage, and tragic end had already immortalized him in history. The 1985 half-dollar was not made of silver like the earlier versions but rather a copper-nickel composition, yet its emotional and historical value remained far greater than its metallic worth. Every detail engraved on this coin told a story of leadership, loss, and a people who refused to forget their hero. The origin of the Kennedy half-dollar dates back to 1964, the year following President Kennedy's assassination in 1963. The U.S. Mint rushed to honor him with a coin that would keep his memory alive for generations. Even though 2 decades had passed by 1985, the coin's message still echoed strong unity, patriotism, and the continuation of Kennedy's dream for a better America. The 1985 edition of the half-dollar represented the strength of continuity, a symbol that history and honor do not fade with time, but rather grow more meaningful as years go by. The obverse of the coin bears the striking portrait of John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts, capturing his youthful confidence and determination. His gaze faces the future, embodying hope and leadership. The reverse side, crafted by Frank Gasparo, displays the presidential seal, an eagle holding an olive branch and arrows, encircled by stars, representing peace through strength. This design was not just art, it was a message that even after his death, Kennedy's ideals of peace, courage, and democracy would forever remain at the heart of America's identity. By 1985, the half-dollar coin had already become more of a collector's item than a currency used in daily life. Many Americans kept these coins as symbols of respect, passing them down as keepsakes to future generations. Banks still issued them, and the U.S. Mint continued to produce them, but few were spent in circulation. The Kennedy half-dollar had turned into something sacred, a piece of history held in the palm of your hand. For collectors, the 1985 version held special significance, representing the enduring legacy of a leader whose dream continued to inspire the free world. The 1985 half-dollar was minted in 2 locations, Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D., with millions of coins produced. Each coin weighed 11.34 grams and measured 30.6 millimeters in diameter. Though the metal had changed from silver to copper-nickel after 1970, the essence of the coin's value was never measured by its content but by its story. The copper core and nickel outer layer gave the coin its distinctive shine, a reflection of both beauty and durability, much like the ideals of America itself. While many might overlook it as just another piece of currency, true enthusiasts know that the 1985 half-dollar captures a deep historical transition. It represents an era when America was facing new challenges, the Cold War tensions, global changes, and the need to preserve unity at home. The image of Kennedy, smiling yet determined, reminded people of the nation's promise, a vision of progress built on leadership and compassion. It served as a bridge between the past and the future, linking memories of the 1960s with the realities of the 1980s. For collectors, the 1985 half-dollar holds sentimental and historical appeal. In circulated condition, it may not bring a high market price, often just 50 cents to $1, but in pristine, uncirculated condition, or proof sets, its value can rise significantly. Yet, those who collect it do not do so merely for profit. They collect it to preserve a moment, a name, and an era. Each coin is like a heartbeat of history, silent but alive, carrying forward the ideals of a president whose dream was interrupted but never destroyed. The beauty of the 1985 half dollar lies not only in its design but also in its symbolism. The coin stands for remembrance, a national tribute to a man whose words, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country," still echo through generations. Even though Kennedy's life was cut short, his vision for a peaceful and united world continues to live on through symbols like this coin, reminding Americans that leadership and integrity are timeless virtues. As the years have passed, the 1985 half dollar remains one of the most recognized and cherished coins in American history. Its silver-like shine may fade over time, but its story grows stronger. It connects the old with the new, reminding every collector and citizen that the past is not forgotten, it is engra. Ved, literally, in the nation's currency. Each mark, each letter, and each curve on the coin reflects a chapter of hope and endurance. Holding a 1985 United States half dollar is like holding a piece of a nation's heart, a coin that speaks of pride, memory, and vision. It is more than currency, it is a monument in miniature form. It represents a dream that continues to shine, even through the wear of time. Just as Kennedy once inspired millions with his words and deeds, this coin continues to inspire through its silent strength, a half dollar, but a whole symbol of American spirit, unity, and everlasting hope.